My name is Vir, and I'm an SSL player. If you enjoy this type of content, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. I've also launched a Patreon for coaching and replay analysis, so if you're interested in hitting that next rank or hitting SSL, then be sure to check that out. Alright, let's get to it. This game was a bit more of a stomp, but I feel like your gameplay started to deteriorate a little bit later on.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Starts off pretty strong though, for the most part. Nice, I'm seeing you playing a lot more reserved in both games, you know?
Yeah, that's
Right.
good.
So here we are.
How
So
do
I
I hit
think,
this?
yeah, so a lot of it, like what we talked about last time was like building your playback, right? And playing like more like the security net for your team, yeah?
Yeah.
I think you're starting to get that down from watching both of the games. Like you're playing a lot more reserved and stuff and always being the last man when you need to be. But
Mm-hmm.
I think now you need to focus more on how you translate that into offense, right? So
Okay.
right here we see an opportunity, and you're doing the right thing because we talked about this last time as well. Like, you know, you're not just smashing it. You go up and you do a shot that you can follow, right?
Yeah.
However, it can be better, you know. Like, so when you get up to here, just don't jump, you know. I get that you jump because Samu's there, and that's kind of like a little bit of pressure. But even if he stays on the ground here, like you can take a 50, you know, like a really good 50. I think you win this.
Oh, you think just don't jump for this?
Yeah, so don't jump for it until you get closer, right? So you just drive up to like here, and then
Right.
if Samu decides to challenge, I think you get a good 50. And if he doesn't decide to challenge, which seems to, he's in a pretty bad position. Maybe because you early jumped. But I think if you take the 50 here, or play for an actual better offensive play, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if you drive up, you manage to like get round on this ball, maybe hook it a bit more, and then you
Yeah.
maybe air dribble it like towards the enemy net instead of going for this. It's more threatening, you know, this play.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just something to think about when you're attacking. Try all the time, like even if you're getting a chance to push the ball into the enemy side, if it's a weak attack, it's gonna fall apart pretty quickly, you know.
Yeah.
Like you won't really get much out of the attack, and then you're out of the play. You don't have too much boost.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, your mates still keep aggression, which is nice. Yeah, I think this was just a poor read, but so in this situation, I think you expected more of a bounce. That's why you kind of hesitated when you went up to it. Let's see. Yeah. Did you expect that to like bounce off more, like off the wall? Is that why you kind of
I
hesitated?
thought it'd just roll straight off the wall. I thought it was guillotining and then just roll straight down.
Yeah, so if it rolls straight down, that's perfect. And if that's what you think is going to happen, I wouldn't play for like a smash. I know you don't have much boost, but I'd maybe take this up the wall. Again, this is like choosing a better way to take offense, you know? When you do this, like you're obviously passing to your teammates that's behind you, but you know, it's like a good play versus the best play, you know? I think the best play
Right.
is
So
to
take
take the
control on the
ball.
wall there.
Yeah, again, take control, head up the wall, then come off of the roof and make an offensive play, maybe onto like the backboard, where your teammates can
With
have a better
12,
chance at following.
like with fuck all boost.
Yeah,
You
with
still
top
think
boost,
that's
yeah.
better?
Yeah, 100%. Like if you grab the ball
Okay.
here, you don't need to use any boost. Like you can literally take it
Yeah.
up, save your 12 boost, and then make a play onto the backboard.
Yeah. That's
Then
true.
your teammate who's got full boost comes into mid, and he's there for what is an attack that's much harder for your opponent to defend against, you know? Whereas if you pass into mid, it's kind of like a scripted attack almost, you know? Like you pass here, your teammate turns, and he's attacking like very linearly against the opponent, you know? It's much easier to defend, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay. Just again, choosing a better way to attack. So I think that's a bit of a positioning error.
Right. Here.
I think you're not really paying attention to where, like, who's presently attacking, right? So Samu goes up for this ball, and you turn and you're positioned for it, right? This is good.
Mm-hmm.
However, when your teammate's passing, this isn't like this is a bad play, you know, from your teammate. He's just ping-ponging it.
Yeah.
And then you need to think, like, what's next, you know? So I feel like you push too forward, like too far forward here. So maybe,
Yeah. What's
like,
next is
kind of,
definitely a shot on net.
yeah. So you need to like hold here, see what's happening.
Yeah.
And obviously, you see, like, if you hold here, you need to see who, like, this guy is going to be attacking it, you know? And as soon as
Yeah.
you push past this far net, you've just left, like, the whole backside open.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets a bad shot, luckily. And then here, I think we need to be playing more patient.
Oh yeah, what do you suggest here?
So I'd say here. So you take a very like dangerous 50, you know? There's just no need to take a 50 here.
Really?
Yeah. So this is like a ones thing. A lot of the time, like seeing ones, if your opponent attacks you like in front of your goal, it's pretty much a free goal for you. If they're attacking like poorly, you know. And this guy's attacking very poorly, like he's rushing it.
So what are you suggesting? Like mechanically, don't jump, don't flip, but jump, and then
Yeah.
recover.
So it's not even too like it's not even like mechanically. Oh, what am I doing on the camera? So this guy is kind of in the position of someone who's not Sam. Yeah, Sammy. Yeah, he's in a position of like someone who's trying to like push the aggression too far. You know, he's making a big mistake here.
Right.
This is like you in the previous coaching session. You know, like just attacking willy nilly and trying to push something that's just not making anything happen.
Just throwing your ball at it.
Yeah, he's just throwing himself at it because it's in front of your net. You know, always recognize when someone's in this position, like he's just trying to make something out of nothing, and then you need to make something out of that. So right here, you
like
flip
turn
into
it to the side.
Yeah, so what I would do is I'd say in this position, you actually like fake him out, you know, and you turn this way.
Okay.
Because he's not getting a shot.
Yeah.
Drawing you. Yeah. So
even if he does, it doesn't deserve to be a goal.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's no way he gets a goal from this at all. Like even if you don't jump for it, you know, like there's no way you take such a bad 50, even if you don't jump, like he never scores, you know.
Yeah, true.
So if you just turn, you take a 50, it always goes this way because of the way his cars come in. You know, it always goes to the wall here. And the problem is, like, if you flip here and you commit, you're also last man, and you're not getting any possession out of it. You know.
Yeah.
You're giving him what he wants from a bad attack. That makes sense.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So always just try and recognize when people are throwing themselves at it. That's what you started not to do. To recognize when other people are doing it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this play is the one that gives them a goal.
I just fucking missed my wave dash.
Yeah, but I think the goal was kind of scored on that 50, if that makes sense. Like when you
I'm with you.
Yeah. I'm sure this could have easily been savable as well. But okay. Not you set Sam up for a good enough 50 here. But again, there's a better play if you pass back into the corner here.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so this is kind of like choosing to take 250s instead of choosing to hold possession and continue possession, you know? Possession is always priority when it comes to pretty much anything in Rocket League. If someone's giving away possession, it's bad. If something's challenging possession, it's average. And if something allows you to keep possession and hold on to possession, it's the best play, you know?
Yeah.
So anything to do with possession, if you can hold on to it, that's the best play. So always passing back here, and then Sam just continues to keep possession afterwards, it's the best play. Because in this situation, when you do this, this is dangerous for Sam, you know, this is really hard play for him to get.
Yeah, yes, I left Sav in a bad spot.
Yeah, he left him in a really bad spot here. Yeah, just always think about possession. Everything comes down to possession in Rocket League.
Yeah,
holding on to it's the main thing.
I could have waited for the touch again. It's the same shit. Like
yeah,
I don't have a play here. Sammy's just gonna hit it straight to me, and I can have a play on the wall with 100 boosts. Like I just need to slow down it.
Yeah, I think it's just the offense is your main working point now. It's just I feel like this play isn't bad either, you know. Like I feel like you're almost playing like an SSL, like for real, you know. I can see you playing an SSL in this game, you know. But I think it's
you're playing several SSLs in this game. I think Samu's an SSL.
Yeah, for real. Like it feels like you're playing like an SSL. I think these are just the mistakes that will hold you back from getting it and holding on to it, you know.
Yeah.
It's just you're gonna need to work on. It's kind of like you've got the discipline in defense, and then we need the discipline in offense. You know.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So again, just whenever you get the ball, if you're going for it, always opt for the best play. And if you're not getting the best play, a good play can sometimes be a bad play as well. So you need to decide whether, like, do I go for this good play or do I just opt out, you know, again? Because a lot of the time you're better opting out. So I think in this scenario, something better that you can do maybe.
Chill on the wall. Wait for the hit back.
Yeah, maybe just chill on the wall, but I think you even beat him to this ball here. Yeah, so I think you've completely beat him to the ball, you know. You just don't need to jump. Like you have possession again. He's super far away. Let me check on overview. Let's see. Yeah, I mean you're much closer to this than he is. 100%. He's miles away.
Yeah, so even make like a dribble play or something to beat another guy, rather
Yeah,
than a hit away.
I don't think you can get the dribble play because the ball's bouncing, and you're not going to reach it for the bounce. But like if you drive up here, you have full possession to put it past him and get him like a better play into mid, you know? Because this guy's going to rotate here, he's probably going to push past the back corner, and then if you make a play here, like maybe around here, flick it onto the backboards, maybe around here, hopefully Sam pushes up and he's ready to just put it in the back corner in the net here, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, again, just this is the best play to do, and you're kind of going for a good play, you know?
Yeah, which turns out to be a bad play because I can just completely concede possession.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Do you like flip for your 50s? I saw like a video on that. Was it you? I think it might have been you.
Yeah,
about like
put video up very
recoveries.
flipping. Yeah, so it kind of depends, you know. Like, see the 50 we saw earlier on in front of the net.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one I wouldn't flip for.
So what
like,
you would or you wouldn't?
No, I would not flip for that. Yeah, I would just play fully on the ground for that. Because
what about the 50 I just took, like the head-on one?
Head-on one. Was this before?
Yeah, it's here.
Look at it again. I'd probably do a very low jump. I would probably flip into this, yeah. He's got a lot of momentum, so it's a bit scary if I don't flip into it.
Yeah.
I feel like he'll probably get it.
Is there any world where I win this 50? He looks like so dead on to the ball.
Yeah,
I don't think
100%.
I ever win this 50.
No, you do win it, you do win it. So when you're going for this, if you turn to the side, like tilt your car 90 degrees to one side, preferably the left side, because you want the ball. If you tilt your car, like a barricade almost, you know, like facing completely this way. You want it to bounce this way, so your teammate can quickly come in and take possession off of you from here.
Okay.
So it's a good way to take 50s. Only really in 3s though. In 2s and 1s, it can be a bit more dangerous to take 50s like this because, you know, it's hard to recover from these, right?
Yeah, true.
You're kind of stuck on the spot for a little bit and things like that. But since you're in 3s, you have someone who can always have your back, and as long as you know someone's back there, it's possible to do this.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the times, plays are made on like the sides, right? A lot of the time, you're taking the ball up the sides. Kind of natural for Rocket League. Like a lot of the time, when you're in this position and someone's defending, some of the best plays you can make is play around possession, kind of shadow and fake, and steal their boost, you know? And then this way, like, even if you give away possession, you're playing for like a longer possession, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you're playing the long game.
Yeah, you're playing the long game, exactly. So like, even though this is kind of like an advanced thing where you give away possession to maintain possession, you know? So you give it to someone who's got low boost. Yeah, exactly. You give it to someone who's got low boost. Like, you're not trying to score in 10 seconds. Like, when you get the ball, you're not trying to score immediately. You're trying to, like, mount warfare against them, if that makes sense, you know? Like, you're sieging a castle. You're not just sending all your troops across a moat into death, you know?
Another advanced thing that I need to get better at, which was highlighted in this review, was, like, where my third man is when I'm second man. So I can start intentionally losing 50s to that player, or fake it.
Yeah. That's another advanced 3s thing as well, yeah. That applies really only to 3s and a little bit to 2s.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely something to look out for. And I think that comes from more of a, if you're playing as a 2-stack, you know? If you're playing as a solo player, it's much harder to do because it requires a lot of communication.
Yeah, like, I mean, my push to SSL is pretty much going to be solo, so...
Yeah, so I would avoid doing that for the most part.
Yeah.
But if it's like a really blatant opportunity and your teammate's being patient and waiting for it, then I think it's a fine play to do. I think
Do
you
you
kind
think?
of,
Yeah.
I think you can kind of assess that based on how your teammates are playing in like the first 30 seconds of the game. Like if they're chasing, just don't ever do that kind of play.
Yeah.
If they're
Okay,
playing
I'm with you.
patient and playing a bit smarter, then you can probably play around them a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Good luck
Nah,
on
you're
your
very
YouTube
welcome.
journey again.
Cheers.
Thanks for
And
letting
good
me be
luck. Yeah, no worries, guys. Well, take it easy. Good luck with your stuff. And I'll catch you later on.
here.
See you, man. Have a good night.
Peace.
Yeah.
Have a good night.